Back up in this thing. We back up in this thing. Let me get right. Yo. What up? What up? What's good? Top of the top. What's popping? What's cracking? What's good? Good to see y'all this morning. We still waking up, the week going fast. It's flying. Middle of the week, Wednesday, April 27th, 2022. And the saga continues. Saying God wrong, top of the top. ASAP Auto, you should already know. Juicy from the Juice Show. What up, Juice? Man, Alex from the UK. What's good? You know how it goes sometimes. This is one of them days I can tell it's starting off slow, but we gonna do what we do. You already know I'm gonna do what I do. But salute. Good morning to everybody that's tapping in, everybody that's here, everybody that'll be here later. Thanks for tuning in to the Fun of Fame live show. And I'm gonna be talking about some things today. Respect the streets. That's the word of the day. Respect the streets. Just because you got everything going good for you, it don't mean everybody else got it going good. So you shouldn't be broadcasting. You shouldn't be flaunting, flossing, because it might get you dealt with. I'm going to be talking about some things like I always do. It's going to be some entertainment. It's going to be some information. It might be a little bit of comedy. But this is what it is. First topic I'm going to be touching on is LILWAYNE artist. Her name is MELLOWRACKZ. She was allegedly robbed and pistol whipped in LA after meeting up with somebody. So we already know this looked like a lineup. But anytime you hear a female getting robbed and pistol whipped, that lets you know what time it is. Top of the top. Good morning. Good morning, Rondell. Good morning, Lay Jones. And what up, my bro Yak, Chicago's finest, and Jeanette. What's up? Yeah, I know we back at it. But like I already told you, women, you got to watch out here because you got people lining women up too. And LILWAYNE artist, she got pistol whipped and robbed. And we're going to talk about that, how in LA they going crazy and everywhere else. Also, y'all know that that video with the baby been trending. And, you know, people have been trying to go hard to actually get this man locked up off an old video, old case that's already closed from 2018, 4 years ago. But you seen some people that was recently campaigning to get that boy locked up again. I'm going to be talking about that. Also, I'm going to be talking about how the ex-cop Derek CHAUVIN, whatever his name is, he's asking the court to overturn his conviction in the George Floyd case. That man trying to slide home low key. Wax Dog, what up, bro? Mike Flame, I see you. So you know I'm gonna get into this this George Floyd thing and how the police officer is trying to slide his way home. Boy, oh boy. Also, we know that the Biden administration has let go 75 convicts. We'll be talking about that. Also, right now, Kamala Harris, she's tested positive for C-19. The C-19 is still spreading. It's still spreading. I've been hearing people been catching it lately. You know what I'm saying? And that's not over. Allegedly. Also, it's something else I was going to talk. Oh yeah, there's something else that's going on, and this is getting serious too. In the state of New York, Rikers Island Jail. The city got 3 weeks to get it right, or the feds are going to be taking over Rikers Island. Rikers Island Jail will be a federal takeover very shortly if they don't get it together. I'm gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? Also, salute to all my brothers that's locked down, and salute to the bros that made it home. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into that. Also, Harvard University, they setting up $100 million endowment fund. They basically putting together $100 million fund for slavery reparations and to close the educational, social, economic gaps. Basically, Harvard was built from slaves, and now they want to admit to what has been done, and they set a certain amount of funds aside, and I'm going to get into that. Other than that, good to see y'all. Good morning, Juicy Peach. Good morning, Carla McWilliams. Good morning, Sassy and Jay. I am fooled 24/7. That's right, celebrity gossip, and you are my nuts. That's how it works. And we do what we do. And I see you here. So you sit back and you enjoy the show, because you ain't going to stop nothing. You dig? Episode 160. Niggas better get their weight up. And we back at it again. I'm lit this morning. I love it. How y'all feeling this morning? Anyway, let's get into this. Lil Wayne artist MELLOWRACKZ was allegedly robbed and pistol whipped. Just like a lot of you suckers out here, this summer, you're going to be getting robbed and pistol whipped. You know why? Because there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide. That's why. But for my people that's innocent and my people that do the right thing, you know, the people that, you know, take care of their business, the people that go to work, live as civilians, you know, do everything right. Those are the people I want to be on point, because it's getting hectic out here. I already told y'all it's payback season. I already told y'all it's the time of the dinner thieves, and it's also indictment season. So it is what it is. Everything is about to hit a chaotic point of view right now. You dig? So you're going to have to get in where you fit in. You have to play a position, and you already know what I tell people. Some people need to stay out the way, because it's starting to heat up. Starting to heat up. Watch what I tell you. And everybody know I speak nothing but facts. I don't freestyle, because I ain't spitting no bars right now. But Lil Wayne artist MELLOWRACKZ was allegedly robbed and pistol whipped in LA after meeting the guy for a date. Mello and security were ambushed at gunpoint and robbed for her jewelry, her bag with everything in it. And this is this story is according, you know what I'm saying, to Say Cheese TV, who's always accurate with a lot of stuff. So my point is, this is a female that got lined up and set up. You dig? And she got caught slipping in LA. Let's not get it twisted. LA is the home of jacking. LA is the home of gangbanging. And guess what? Right now, the gang has got to eat. They tearing up everything. They home invading, they kidnapping, they jacking, they doing it all. Because that's their way of life out there. That's how they get their money. But the point is, You know, they can't get their other money like they used to. They can't get their drug money like they used to. Because you got to remember, in the pandemic, not only did a lot of people lose their job, a lot of people left their job. And, you know, that means a lot of fiends, a lot of people that spend that bread, they ain't around. They can't, the money ain't flowing like they used to flow. So you got some people, they're going to live on survival instincts, which is called living off the land, which is called street activity. So therefore, when you play with the streets right now, it's fair game and anybody get it. That's how all this is going down. So this female Mellow RAKZ, she also used to be Kodak Black girlfriend or whatever. But you know, she signed to Young Money. You know, they said when Lil Wayne signed that he dropped $100,000 on her at the party. You know, as we can see, it looked like she's gonna be the next Nicki Minaj, I guess. But the point of the matter is, when you see a female getting robbed and pistol whipped, that lets you know it's no rules no more. That lets you know the wolves, or should I say the dinner thieves, they want plates. And like I said, most of the time in these situations, it's always going to be an inside job. Because the inside job sets up the smooth getaway. And you know LA don't play. You see what I'm saying? LA, they deal with no fingerprints. They deal with the no fingerprint lifestyle. As I say, no fingerprints, no face, no case. That's the real dynamic of the street, and some people still live by that code. Therefore, they do stuff and they get away clean. And this particular female, she has been done dirty. And we don't know if the people she was with set her up, but we already know when you go to LA, because remember, mind you, she's from Florida. She is not from LA. So when you go to Los Angeles, you do have to be tapped in. You do have to be affiliated with the right people, or you might be lunch meat. That's just how it works. The same thing for a lot of major cities in America. If you're not plugged in, you can't just go to certain cities thinking you're going to just do what you want to do and you're going to be shining. No, it don't work that way. Some people love and wait for people to come to the state or to the town or to the city. You're not from here, because that means we're going to get you. And we're going to send you back home packing. That's what some people do. But when you go to LA, you should already know. You see, when people getting caught up, they think they actually think that everything is calm and everything is collective right now. See, people are in a false reality that they're creating for themselves, but they don't understand that just because you doing good don't mean everybody doing good. What's poppin', Mr. X? You dig? Just because you straight, everybody ain't straight. But not only that, it's not about being straight. It's about some people, they just want a little bit more. Some people got things they got to do, man. And my whole point is the principles and morals are out the window. Man, that go for me, you, anybody could be a victim if you out here slipping. So it's sad that when you look at this female, you know, she might have got jacked for all that nice jewelry she got on right there. But my point is, the key thing is we already know she ain't had no protection around her. She ain't have no protection. She ain't have no shooters. She ain't have no entourage. And she was in LA like it was sweet. So the point of why I'm touching on this topic is to warn people to get out of your false sense of security. Felix, what's up? Get out of your false sense of security. No, you ain't got to live in fear. No, you ain't got to be scared. You ain't got to be scared to do nothing. But guess what? You ain't got to prove nothing neither. You ain't got to go extra hard neither. It's a time and a place for everything. Like, let me talk to my people that rock jewelry. You know what I'm saying? My people that like to shine and, you know, with the gold and the diamonds. Let me talk to my people real quick. See, it's different. It's different time and events for different things. See, every chain or every piece ain't for every occasion. That's why you got to have different type of jewelry, you know, different type of pieces, different type of chain. You can still wear your gold, you can still wear your diamonds, but you got to understand it's certain pieces for different events. You dig? Like when you moving by yourself or you moving a certain way, you can have on your gold, but you ain't got to have two big ass chains. Or you have a nice piece, nice chain. You can have a nice chain you paid a couple $1,000 for, but it ain't all brocky. You dig? You can have a nice pinky ring on. You see, that's why you got to have double doses. You feel me? You had a big pinky ring when you doing big things, and then you got the pinky ring for when you just basic going to the store real quick. Or you just, you know what I'm saying, you going shopping, you got your jewelry for when you go shopping. You ain't always got to have the biggest chain on when you going shopping, you dig? You might just wear your biggest chain when you got a big money event or when you got, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. So it's different levels, everything. Same thing with your earrings. You got to have your earrings for when you just chilling. Then you got your earrings for when you going out. You dig? You got your bracelet. We got the one bracelet when you just chilling, keeping it basic. You got your joggers on, your Air Max, your Jordans, whatever, your little plain tee. You got your little bracelet and your little ring for that event. But then you got your big Brocky bracelet when you want to, you know what I'm saying, when you're going out on the town. It's different levels of even rocking your jewelry. So you can't just be wearing all your jewelry all the time and you become a poster, a billboard. They already know, okay, 9 times out of 10, when I see him, he's going to have all the jewelry. When I see her, she's going to have all those big diamond earrings, the chain. Because you become calculated. And not only that, it's like I said, you got to respect the street. Just because you know you can wear your jewelry and you grippy, it don't matter. You still flaunting and you waving stuff in people's face. And to some people, start becoming disrespectful. And you know what I'm saying? That's just a street code, how it works. You heard the saying, respect the streets. You heard the saying, the streets got to eat. These are real terminologies. And some people, when it comes down to it, they don't care who you are, what you running with, what you got going on. When that bill got to get paid, or when that individual leave out the crib and he ain't trying to go back broke, man, that's when certain things start popping off. So that's why I'm saying to everybody, when you out here in these streets, especially now, you better be on point if you call yourself shining. You dig? You got to know the right time to shine, the right place to shine, and you got to be war ready. That's it. Or you can get caught slipping. You see this female, you see, obviously she probably was picked because she was an easy target. But it also shows you that being that she's from Florida, she went to LA, she ain't have no real security in her mind. Like she wasn't aware. You got to understand, once you walking around with the Louis bag, the Gucci bag, people adding up your bag. Okay, that bag about 25, that bag about 10, that bag about 5, the backpack 5,000 alone. They on you. So if you got the $5,000 backpack, the couple thousand, you know what I'm saying? Imagine what she got inside that backpack. Imagine what he got inside the nappy. You feel me? So you looking like a plate. And guess what? People going to take that chance right now because the streets ain't eating right now. So they should have had more protection around this woman. Or some people might say she should have been out there lacking like that. But either way, it was a female. And you got to remember, not only did she get robbed, she got pistol whipped. So she might have some broke bones in her face, anything. She might have not been trying to give it up fast enough, and they got the pistol whipping her. You dig? So it's a dirty game. But this is what's trending right now. This is trending. This is trending in America. What's trending in America? Robbery, jacking, setups. That's what's going down right now. It don't matter if it's early in the morning or late at night. We had the conversation before, a minute ago. Man, a lot of people get caught slipping in the morning. A lot of people get caught slipping. Man, people don't catch you at night no more. People catch you broad daylight. Because they know that's when you're in a state of comfortability. And guess what? People know you got to go to that store. Especially if you smoke weed, you got to go get that blunt. You're going to have to go get them blunts eventually. You know what I'm saying? If you got people, you got to go to that. You got kids, you got to go to that store eventually. You got to get some milk, some cereal. You got to get something. You got to come outside. So that's why people been getting caught slipping in the daytime forever. And I'm pretty sure she got caught slipping in the daytime because people know at night you more on point. At night, it's more of a confrontation. People like to catch you in the daytime. They catch you slipping with your pants down because a lot of people, like I said, live in a false sense of security. They think it won't happen in the daytime. But I know this for a fact. If you just study and watch, you'll see most of the shootings, killings, robberies, most of the most treacherous things happen in broad daylight now. Why is that? Because the streets move a different way. When they want to catch you, they want to catch you. And when they want you, they're going to get you. That goes for everybody. I've been telling people this. Anybody could be faded. Anybody could be found. It's all on the level of how bad people want you and how much they want you gone. That's it. You know why? Because your friends will sell you out. The people you think around you will be the first ones to sell you out. So when I see somebody in the chat saying it was an inside job, some people, you already know what time it is, because that's how it works. And guess what? Like I said, due to social media, it make it easier. Why? Because I can watch you on social media, then I can find out who your friends are. I find out who you really conversate with. I find out your little circles, your little loops. Next thing you know, I start hollering at your peoples, offering them money. I offer them the right amount of bread, maybe 1 or 2, 3, 4, your best friends, your close people. I offer them that bag. They sell you out. Because you might have did them foul or pissed them off, ain't look out for them. Man, they sell you out quick. And now people will sell you out for a couple $100s. That's the world we in right now. Man, people will sell you out for a cash app so quick. That's how it all works. Because the streets move a whole nother way. And when you see this woman right here get pistol whipped and robbed like a nigga, now mind you, that's the same place Pop Smoke got robbed and killed. You see people taking that for a joke. Oh, I go to LA, I'm straight, it ain't gonna happen to me. All right. Y'all saw a Menace to Society back in the day. For those that did, I mean, come on, you seen Kane Jack, old boy in the McDonald's, you know, back then they was jacking for, man, LA's the home of jacking and kidnapping, man. You supposed to already know that. So when you go to LA, man, you got a thin line. You got Hollywood, you got the hood, but guess what? The hood be in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where they eat at. Man, y'all got to know the game. So, you know, hopefully that woman is all right. And I never like to see a woman get done dirty like that. You dig? I'm talking about, you know, not only did she get robbed, she got pistol whipped. She got done dirty. So that just shows you that people ain't playing. And we already know it had to be an inside job, because how was they able to get up on an impressor like that? We also know that she ain't had no protection. And that's another problem. Y'all want to buy all that jewelry, spend all that money, but y'all don't want to pay for security. I bet you if I was somebody's security and I was strapped, I shoot at everything moving. I blaze all the time. I'd be in court. They be saying, yo, you shoot too much. I'd be tearing everybody up. I'll protect her. I would have protected her. I bet you that. Let me get into the security field. I'm going to tear people's face off. You won't get jacked around me. I promise you that. Anyway, good morning, Annette. Good morning, Danielle Walker. Good to see y'all this morning. Black Barbie, what's up? I see a lot of the sisters here where the bros at. Anyway, salute to the people that's here, episode 160. It's just foul. This woman got done dirty. But life goes on. That's how it go. You know, respect the streets. If you're going to be out here portraying yourself a certain way, you just be prepared for what come with it. That's it. That's it. And remember this one thing. When you get caught lacking, you get caught lacking. It's all about how people want to deal with you. That's it. Everybody don't want you dead. You know, some people might just want to humiliate you. But like I always told people, like I'm always going to tell, I'm going to say it again like it was told to me. If you could be seen, you could be hit. If a person can run up on you the same way they could blow your brains out or smack you in the face or spit on you, it's all on the choice of what they want to do. Because when you get caught lacking, you get caught slipping, your life is actually in that person's hands for a couple of seconds, minutes, however much they choose. Some people get thrown in a damn trunk. All right? So don't get caught lacking. Don't be a statistic. Don't think you can't get caught slipping out here. And don't think you tougher than God, because guess what? Anybody could get it. So I'm telling people, be on point, because by the end of this summer, a lot of people going to be numbers. That's it. You a name now, but you're gonna want to be in a number. Or what's the number? How many people that died over the summer? That's what some people gonna be. How many people that took an L over the summer? You dig? So I'm telling you, be on point out here. That's right. A fool and their money will easily be parted. What's a fool and their money? A fool that's flossing, shining, thinking they can't be got. Man, they get got. Man, it told you in the book. And sometimes, look, you'll be dead and your money will still be here. You'll be dead for your chain and somebody else rocking your chain lives on, but you in the ground. You get it? Same thing. People, I'm not gonna go off topic, but I'm just saying. You beefing on YouTube, you doing this on the internet, any platform, pick a platform. You beefing on the internet, you be dead, your platform's still here. You know what I'm saying? That's a fool getting parted from what they love. I'm telling you, sincere, what's popping? Good morning to everybody. We here. All right. Now let me get to this George Floyd situation. Let's get down to business. The ex-cop Derek Chauvin. I guess that's his name. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Who cares? The ex-cop. Y'all know the dude who had his knee in George Floyd's neck. You see him right here. Y'all already know who he is. You got a peep game of what's going down. He is asking the court, him and his legal team, they are asking the court to overturn his conviction in the George Floyd case. His attorney, William Mormon, asked the Minnesota Court of Appeals to either reverse or order a new trial in a new venue, which means a different place, have him resentenced, citing a slew of issues with how the case was originally tried. And they blaming one of the reasons he didn't get a fair trial, they saying because of the overwhelming media coverage. You know, the marching, the protesting, the fighting. They saying that jurors were scared because of the rioters. They say that because of all of the media coverage of the rioting, the fighting, the Black Lives Matter, everybody going hard for George Floyd. You feel me? They trying to say the jurors felt like, you know, they had to convict the police officer because they didn't want to get caught up in no drama. They trying to say the jurors, they had to, you know, give that man that time because they were scared for their family. So they just convicted him. That's this man's defense. So it looked to me like this man trying to get out of jail or get a lighter sentence. And you gotta understand how this stuff works. See, they'll feed them to you to get you feeling good. But let's look at all the stuff that transpired since George Floyd or since this man been locked up. 2 years ago, they say Memorial Day started the protest. It's about to be Memorial Day again. 2-year ritual. Anyway, let's look. Look how much stuff has changed. Look how much stuff has occurred. So now, this man get an appeal, and they take the case to somewhere else that we don't even know about. And they start using all that other stuff as, you know, reasons. They trying to say the jury was scared and they, you know, some of them really agreed with the cop or some didn't. They just trying to say they made the false. They didn't make true. They didn't give their true opinion on the case. They basically trying to say they was influenced. So his legal team is trying to fight for him to come home. And we got to understand that he already got, 2 years served. They can try to say that's damn near 5. You know, he might got to do it. They're going to try to look. They're trying to get this man home. And they know that a lot of people are asleep right now. A lot of people don't got a leg to stand on. But the one thing they know, if they would have let him go free at that time, if he would have got off if they wouldn't have convicted him for George Floyd, the country would have went crazy. See, they know that already. So they know they had to feed the public something. And that's what they did. And they know if they go back to trial again, it's not going to be as crazy. Ain't nobody going to riot and loot because they already got it on lockdown. They ready for that now. So my point is, this man is really trying to slide out the back door. And they doing it real slick. Y'all see George Zimmerman home right now chilling. They trying to have this man home chilling. They trying to have him slide out the back door. He trying to get that appeal. And they using the rioting, the protesting, the media coverage to try to say that, you know, this man didn't really get a fair trial. So there you have it. What's popping? Grown man talking in the building. What up? What's popping, bro? So y'all swallow that pill real quick. They trying to overturn the conviction. They are trying to overturn the conviction. And they are asking the Minnesota Court of Appeals to either reverse it, order a new trial at a new venue, or have him resentenced. Either way, they saying, look, his lawyers, his legal team, they ain't trying to see him do that time. They trying to get this man home. So that's a smack in the face right there. Smack in the face. Because now you also see what Black Lives Matter been under attack. But with this particular case, they really trying to blame Black Lives Matter for him not getting a free trial, because they said it was because of the rioters. They didn't want to face the backlash. The jury was scared, and they want to have their families be victimized. So they're trying to portray the rioters and Black Lives Matter as basically a gang. And they trying to make that excuse. Also, you got to remember, see, now he can get a lot of police officers behind him and more law enforcement to say, yeah, give him a fair trial, because of those criminals, he didn't get a fair trial. So now when he get resentenced or whatever the situation, he go back to court, he got a little more leeway now because it's watered down, time went past, people ain't as mad. You know, some of the people that were protesting, they died of C-19, they ain't here no more. Some of the people that were protesting, they homeless, they can't fight. I'm just keeping politics. That's why I said, look how much stuff changed since then. Some of the people that were protesting, man, they probably done OD'd on a fatty pill. Everybody, it ain't the same energy no more. So now if they take it back to court, he got a chance of spanking it. Did we not see the woman that shot that man? She thought she had the taser and she shot him for real, for real. How much time she get? If I'm not mistaken, is it like 2 years or something like that? Did we not see the police officer, a couple weeks ago, walk in that crib in Minnesota with the body cam, come through the door, see him under the covers, and they blazed him up. Not only did they blaze that young boy up, that ain't even going to court. Nobody getting in trouble for that whole situation. That's in the same state as this police officer. So they looking at it like, yo, if they can walk in the crib with a camera and blaze that young boy up, and that ain't even going to court, that ain't even a trial, man, we need to retry this case. And maybe he going to walk out through the back door. That's right. The cops are walking. You got to check it out. You got to check it out what they playing the game. So this man right here, he probably going to walk. After all of that rioting, after all that Black Lives Matter, what's his name? All of that. After all of that. Because the point is, guess what? They know the people not going to have that same energy now. And why the people not going to have that same energy to fight for George Floyd? Because most Americans are fighting for their own life right now. And they got inflation, they got the prices, they got everything so crazy. You ain't got time to be fighting for no George Floyd right now. So if they take it back to court, and now he get the right legal team behind his corner, he get more of the law enforcement authority behind him, he got a chance of beating it, because now they can pick a whole new jury. And if worse come to worse, he'll get a lighter sentence. That's what he's fighting for. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. They say it's justice, but some say it's just us. Because at the end of the day, you on your own. You did. But the ex-cop Derek that killed George, and let's not forget, it is weird how they did say that them two knew each other before the whole thing. Y'all forgot when they said that George Floyd and the police, Derek, was cool. They work bouncing together. Remember that? That's why this whole thing is weird anyway. They also said that George Floyd had that fatty. They said he had that fentanyl in his system. That's what they said, allegedly. I seen court TV, and they were showing a close-up video, and he had white residue on the inside of his nose. Yes, he did. I saw it. Now, that could be video tricks. It could be editing skills, but I saw the white residue in that man's nose. I did see that. So that's why they also trying to say that. Remember, they was trying to say he didn't die from the cop putting a knee in his neck. He died because he had drugs in his system. So that's another scapegoat. That's another exit. So we're going to see if this cop going to come home. It's looking to me like he got a chance of coming home. Put it like this. I don't think he getting life in jail. Like, that's going, in my opinion, that's going to get overturned. But like I said, once again, the saga continues in the George Floyd situation. What up? All right. Enough of that. We'll talk about next. Because it's getting serious. All right, I'll touch on the baby right now. All right. Now, the baby in that Walmart shooting, y'all already know about that. We know that was part of the promotion when the baby came in the game. With that Walmart shooting, Walmart shooting, baby allegedly shot a man and killed him for following him around the Walmart. You got to also remember that this case is from 2018, which is 4 years ago. See, it seemed like 2018 was just the other day, but that's 4 years ago now. That's the same time it takes somebody to graduate college, high school. Time is flying. The baby Walmart shooting surveillance in 2018, first of all, the baby's legal team says that folks are wrong for jumping to conclusions over a recently surfaced video of the rapper. Now, let me talk about that. It's been certain people, not just on this platform, but on many platforms, you see people been campaigning, trying to bring up that old video, trying to get the baby locked up again. People really been going hard trying to get him locked up. You trying to use that old footage. But according to his legal team, they expressed on how it's more footage to that. Basically, it was individuals following the baby around the Walmart. They was following him. More than one man was following him, plotting on him. So he felt like he was in danger, and he let a couple shots fly in the Walmart. But the point of the matter is, this is old surveillance footage. The case is over with, and you had people campaigning, trying to get this man locked up over that old situation. Campaigning, trying to get him locked up. And you got to remember, this also happened in Walmart. So that's why I tell people, you got to use common sense. A lot of people don't use common sense because a lot of y'all stupid. A lot of y'all don't know the law. No disrespect. You got to stop being ignorant. If the baby was in the wrong, Walmart would have sued the crap out of him. You don't think Walmart would have sued him, shooting somebody in their store? Man, Walmart would have ran his pockets deep if he was in the wrong. Gotta know law, man. You gotta know what's going on. You can't just be making up stuff. Walmart would have sued his ass if he was in the wrong. Believe that. For them putting them in a situation for a lawsuit, they would have sued his ass. That's how it worked. Because the owner of Walmart don't care about no baby. He don't care about no baby. He don't care about the baby. He don't care about none of that. You shoot in my store and you kill one of my innocent shoppers, my innocent customers, or they would have dealt with the baby. They would have dealt with him properly. But obviously, according to the footage and his lawyers, he not guilty. But you had people campaigning trying to get him locked up. And they don't understand that's already over with. There's nothing you can do. That's it. You just hope you don't get followed around and some dude's plotting to get you and you ain't got no gun on you. That's the difference. But for those that know about Charlotte, North Carolina, everybody's strapped. plenty of legal guns, and it is plenty of robbers and jackers, and they get grimy down there in Charlotte. So if you don't know about Charlotte, you ain't even gonna understand about how the whole thing works. People get robbed in parking lots, all of that. They jack down. That's what they've been doing. They've been doing that down there since the 90s. Charlotte been crazy. So a lot of people don't understand that North Carolina next to Texas is the most gun-toting state in America. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Somebody said I don't never have good news. I be looking for good news, but it ain't no good news out here. I'm sorry. I be looking. It ain't. Or put it like this. It's good news out here. I just say they're not promoting it like that. But I do have some good news. But I don't know how people are going to take it. It's some good news that I got today. But anyway, like I said, I spoke on that a long time ago. It ain't a lot of good news. I be looking for good news. I ain't gonna lie, because I try to balance it out. Whenever I get good news, I speak on it. But you gotta peep game that, man, we dealing with trauma and drama right now. We are dealing with mind manipulation. These are the same things that breed depression. Let's just say 24 hours around the clock, they trying to work on our brain. That's all I'm going to say. They trying to work on your brain 24/7. So the point of the matter is, it's up for you to put the good things in your brain. Because they ain't gonna give us nothing good. Same way, what you gotta know how to eat good food you gotta know how to eat on your own. Or when you watch TV, all they gonna promote is what? Fast food. When you watch TV, how many times you see them promoting a salad or a good beverage? No, they gonna promote Mountain Dew all day, Pepsi, soda. How many alkaline water commercials do you see a day? All they want to put in your brain is Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, stuff. My point is, they're not going to put nothing good in your brain on no level. It might do it here and there, but no, they ain't going to do that. Same thing with the news, with your eating. My point is, anything that has to enter your body, which is your temple, when they're not going to give you nothing good. So guess what? You got to put all the good stuff in yourself. That's how it works. So what I do is I pull up, I speak on what's going on. And what's going on is part of the agenda, and that all ties into what's trending. Because what's trending is the agenda. Everything goes together. They just play with keywords. Agenda, trending, same thing. Fad, all this stuff, all this the same thing. Because like I told y'all, everything is going into one direction. And this is something I meant to speak on the other day because I want people to understand what I do. Like I spoke on certain things. Like I say, like, God forbid if I died tomorrow, if I die next week. My channel was set up with a catalog, right? Where it don't matter how many years from now, it don't matter when from now. You can go through my episodes and you will get jewels. You could go through these episodes and say, damn, he was talking about that. Or it ain't even about that. You actually could sit somebody down and enlighten them with some of the things I say. None of the stuff I say ain't new. I'm just adding on. I'm just passing on. I'm just adding on to the airwaves, and I'm adding on. I'm building. That's all I'm doing. But I know for a fact that my catalog and my channel gonna outlive me. So my thing is, I'm creating. You see these episodes, when you put them all together, it's going to be a big book. Encyclopedia. Each episode is a encyclopedia, should I say. That's how I got my thing set up. That's what my playlist is about. It's really an encyclopedia. It's really a series. It's really that's why it's episodes. Each episode I do, it's an episode. I'm going to be different on this one from that one. Some things I'm going to say repetitive because of new people. Some things you got to keep repeating because some people don't get it through their head. They don't comprehend. So, yeah, some things are going to be repetitive because I'm trying to show you something. But when it's all said and done, You can go into these episodes, whether I'm dead, whether I never come back again, whether it don't matter, they gonna be here, and you're gonna get something out of it. Y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all hear me. Let me know if y'all hear me. I had to switch to the phone. All right. Yo, I see somebody say they try to turn my TV off. I think the Illuminati try to turn my TV off, man. I'm gonna be real. Word up. I don't know what happened. Everything shut down. And I had to get on the phone. But respect to y'all, salute to my people, because y'all knew I was coming back. That's why I fucks with y'all. That's a fact. But anyway, they try to turn my TV off. That's a fact. I don't know what's going on. I'll check on it later, but the show gotta continue. The show will continue. Anyway, like I was saying, because I started going all over the place. You know what I'm saying? I started heating up too. So they had to turn me down. Anyway, right? Like I said, my catalog is gonna be something you can tap into years from now. The stuff that you see that I be reporting on, it ain't nothing but current events. They taught you about current events in school because current events ain't nothing but what's going on. Current events, the same word as trending, the same word as agendas. It's all the same. It's just a play on words. That's why they say the English language is a bastard language, because so many words mean the same thing. But I ain't gonna get into all of that. The point of the matter is I try to report good news, but it ain't always good news. I'm sorry. But I am going to touch on this, and it's supposed to be good news. Right? Harvard University. Y'all know Harvard University, one of the most powerfulest colleges in America. They say that Harvard University set up $100 million, $100 million fund for slavery reparations and to close the educational, social, and economic gaps that they are, that put it like this. They say that the legacy of slavery and racism, they want to try to change that. But what a lot of people don't understand, or you should know, is that Harvard was founded in 1636 by a man named John Harvard, who was a Puritan. But the key point is Harvard University was built by the hands of slaves. So not only was Harvard built by slaves, we know to this day the descendants of those so-called slaves, they still cannot attend Harvard University. But let me be clear, it is a lot of people from the urban community, from so-called slave families have went to Harvard University. Basically, there's a lot of black and brown people that have went to Harvard, graduated, that are in Harvard right now. But Harvard also knows that they have a system has been set up where it made it hard for people to attend. It's called what? Finances. We chopped it up yesterday, how the war is really fought with finances. Keeping you poor is a warfare. So when they can keep you out of schools like Harvard, they're making it where you can't be great like you want to be. Even if you want, you know how many people that are smart enough to go to Harvard, but they couldn't go there because of the money? A lot of that was by design. But you got to peep game too. Like I just told you, it is a lot of people from different nationalities that have gone there. It is descendants of slaves that have gone to Harvard. But one of the things is they try to use those people as tokens. Those are the so-called black and brown or whatever people they want to shape and mold to do the work they need them to do. If I'm not mistaken, I want to be right and exact. If I'm not too mistaken, Swizz Beatz went back to college, and I think he went to Harvard. But y'all know Harvard, Yale, a lot of them on the same level.
But the hands of slaves built that whole campus. And now, you know, see, you got to understand something too. These past couple years, see, they know about karma. You see, these elite people, they know about karma. They know some of the stuff they did that was foul is going to come back to them. They know this. That's why you'll see every now and then they got to do some good. They got to do some good, great things. So they try to balance it out. So now let's look at this. Harvard was established in 1636. So for my people that's smart, what year did they say the Constitution was written? What year did they say America had its first president? What year did they say America was free from British rule? But in 1636, Harvard was already here before all of that. The point of the matter is, slaves with blood, sweat, and tears built this campus, built this establishment, and many of millionaires, trillionaires, successful people, rich and famous, have graduated from this particular school. So now in 2022, 100 million is being donated, or shall I say, it's a certain fund set aside to bridge the gaps of racism and the descendants of the slaves. So basically, to sum it all up, in my opinion, they try to make it easier for blacks and, you know, brown to attend Harvard University. So if you're looking for good news, I guess there's good news, because now, you know, your children can go to Harvard. But we also know that $100 million ain't a whole lot. It's a lot, but it ain't a lot when you're dealing with them expensive tuitions. But I will say this, as far as right now, within this time span, they making it where people from the hood or urban community or less fortunate can actually attend Harvard. Like I said, you got a lot of people that's from the hood, urban community, whatever, less fortunate, got bright kids that are super smart, but they can't attend this type of college because of the money. They don't want your son or your daughter in the same classroom with a rich kid that's going to school. You see, it might be Warren Buffett grandson up in there. Get what I'm saying? It might be Elon Musk's cousin up in there. He go to school there. They don't want your kid to be able to sit next to him. So they've been doing that through finances. So this, I'm picking up from where I went off yesterday. Everything is based on finances. That is the classism. That is the racism. Well, how does finances and racism, what you mean? Well, they say black means poor. Brown means poor. That is the racism. That is the classism. But that's another topic. But the point of the matter is, this is all based on finances. Finances. And they pick and choose. Even if you got the money, they still a pick and choose on if they want to let your child in or not. But long story short, all you got to know is this school was established in 1636. This school has been here before the White House and Capitol was built. That's all you got to know. Before the White House, this school has been in effect before it was a DC. And they said this was built with the hands of slaves. They say the slaves came what? 1619. Well, when them slaves came, this is one of the first things they got the building. You know, in the South, they had them building building up the plantations. In the north, they had the slaves building up some of them great monuments or some of those great buildings you see. Some of those great establishments you see, that's you know, a couple 100 years old. Those was built by the hands of the ancestors. And remember, they didn't get a penny. They didn't get nothing. So when Harvard said they're gonna give 100 million set to the side, you know, for slavery reparations, 100 million. Man, y'all got people that ungraduated making that. Y'all didn't get y'all had people build out, but y'all gave people nothing. But I get it. See, that's part of them trying to get some good karma on their hands. Harvard and Yale, Oxford are the schools a lot of people in the occult went to. Exactly. The fraternities would tap. There you go, tapping into a lot of shit. Exactly. Skull and Bones, things like that. There you go. That's all a brotherhood. That is the school of the elite. And also, when look, the elite, they kids could be dumb as bricks and go to Harvard. That's the catch. They can go to Yale, dumb as bricks. You see, that's the game. Let's talk about it. Look how many people thought George Bush was stupid. He's stupid. George Bush, his daddy, they stupid. But they went to Harvard. No, say they went to these schools, Harvard, Yale. Most of your politicians went to these schools, but you think they stupid. No, they not stupid. They mastered the art of how to play stupid. That's all I keep telling people. That's a whole nother art. That is a technique. That is a warfare, playing stupid. So when I violate you and I play stupid, you're gonna think I ain't do it. You ain't gonna believe what I just did to you. I just did it to you. You don't believe it because you think I'm stupid. That was the whole point of the movie. They keep showing you in the movies. Usual Suspects. I know a lot of y'all saw that old movie. I told you, all the classic movies had all of the jewels in them. That's why all the movies you see now straight trash. All of the jewels they put in the movies throughout the whole 90s, early 2000, all of those movies are encyclopedias. Those are reference books. They put all the jewels in those movies. Now, let me fast forward. The movie Usual Suspects, they showed you how the lead suspect was doing all the torment, the torture, the drama. Kaiser Sose, a made-up character by the individual that was so-called handicapped and stupid. The one that was handicapped and stupid, he did all the dirty work. He put all the work in. He was the least one suspected of all the foul stuff that took place. And they blamed everybody else. And at the end, he walked out. Because they were showing you the art of the so-called stupid one. The so-called person you think that's handicapped. That's a role. We call it, in the hood, we call it dumbing out. You got people that know exactly what they just did, but they're going to dumb out, act like they're going to say what I do. I ain't do nothing. Man, you know what you just did. What you talking about? Just dumb out on you. That's a technique. Oh, let me bring it even to more street terms so you understand the technique they use. I'm talking about the elite and the rich. The same technique when people set up their own friend, like Miss MELLOWRACKZ, they got lined up, you know. People say, yeah, let's go to the club, let's go do this, let's go do that. And out of everybody that went out, you get robbed, you get jacked, you get handled, and people around you, they act like they don't know what's going on. They dumb out on you. Your crib get broken into. All the houses on the block, all the houses in the building, all the whatever, your shit get broken into. And it's gonna be somebody around you dumbing out. What happened? You all right? That's the person that lined you up. They dumbing out. Well, the elite do the same thing. They line your ass up and then they dumb out. So you gonna say George Bush stupid? Trump, he's stupid. He don't know nothing. He's stupid. And that's a technique. It's a technique. Sorry to tell you. Because what you heard the saying, but see, y'all thought they was all saying. See, that's the problem. You heard the wise man could play the part of a fool, but a fool can never play the part of a wise man. These are not just cliches. People who are wise know how to play stupid. They know how to dumb it down. Out of 100%, I say about 65 to 70%, I'm dumbing it down. Because that's what, when you're a wise man, you gotta know how to move. The point of the matter is, it's like this. It's a warfare. That's why I tell you, everything ain't gotta be argued. Everything in a debate. Everything you ain't gotta explain yourself. Sometimes you win by making somebody else think they right. That's how you win. I can make somebody feel like they're right and just let them destroy themselves. It's a technique. You can let somebody think they're getting away with something, but the whole time you know they ain't getting away because you already know they about to crash. But you can make them think they're getting over. You can make them think they being slick. The same way you go to work every day, you pay your bills, you go shopping, you got your fridge, you live your life every day. That's how they make you think you winning. But in reality, when you sit back, you'll see, man, I ain't really getting nowhere. I'm just doing the, you get it? It's a game. It's technique. That's right. That's why they feed you stuff. Oh, Trump went bankrupt. Trump this, he that. Because they want you to focus on him being stupid. And why you think he's stupid, he's doing this and that and the third. Same thing with your boy Moneybag Joe. People think Moneybag Joe stupid. Moneybag Joe be finessing the people. That's why I laugh at Moneybag Joe. You know why? Because he played a stupid role. Who he played a stupid role to? The black community. But when it comes to everything else, he handle business. He get it done. He getting a lot of stuff done. He been overturning laws, reinstating laws. He been doing a whole lot. But nobody can figure out how he move because he's stupid. He an old man. He don't know nothing. That's the, like I said. Speaking of Moneybag Joe, Ms. Kamala Harris has tested positive for C-19. And the cases are starting to pick up. That's just what it is. Also, let me go back to Moneybag Joe, because you know Moneybag Joe, he finessed the bag, man. That's what he do. The Biden administration, they let go 75 convicts, all of whom were serving lengthy sentences for drug offenses, possession with intent to sell, or just straight up peddling. And they was put away for drugs that are now legal. So you already know a lot of this deal with the weed. You had a lot of people selling weed by the pounds back in the day. And I told you back in the day, it's 2 years ago plus. You go 2019 on back, it's back in the day. Many people got life in jail for getting caught with massive amount of pounds of grass, stuff like that. So a lot of them are now coming home. And Killer Mike was recently asked, you know, how does he feel about what Joe Biden did, letting all these people come home? And like Killer Mike said, the people that was basically locked up for selling weed, they should be able to come home now and sell weed again because weed is legal. And to keep it real, a lot of time, that's really what's going to happen. You see, sometimes people do come out of jail and they can come home and do better than you. The point I'm making is, let's just say these 75 people was locked up for selling weed. They let them home. They already proved they knew how to sell that bud. A lot of these people were growers. They knew how to grow that bud. Remember, if you had your own weed farm, you know how to grow that plant, they was getting that federal time. But now you can come home and now you can come grow the weed for us. Somebody, they're going to be working at dispensaries because now they can grow weed legal. That's what a lot of this was going on. That's what's going on. So Joe Biden, he let go 75 convicts. That was also to get on the good side of some people that love convicts. Man, he cool. He just let 75 convicts come home. But that's what it is, because a lot of them was locked up for weed, growing weed, having mass amounts of bud. Now it's not legal no more like that. They can come home, get them legal jobs, and get some of them can get their own dispensaries. Some people be in the federal penitentiary stacking their bread. They come home, they got more money than you. And they can go right into business. Which is going to bring me to the next story. On Tuesday, and this is taking place in New York City, Rikers Island. A lot of people already know they plan on shutting Rikers Island down, but this is something that kind of ties into that. But on Tuesday, a federal judge ruled that the city of New York has 3 weeks to come up with a plan to reform Rikers Island, the jail. And this ruling comes as the U.S. attorney for the Southern District of the New York State basically threatened to place the city jail plagued with violence and dysfunction under federal control. Basically, Rikers Island is going to turn into a federal jail. If they don't clean it up in 3 weeks, Rikers Island will be controlled by the feds. For those that don't know, Rikers Island has been off the chain. People have been dying, getting raped, ODing, UFC fights, COs ain't doing nothing, drug overdoses, everything and look, the inmates been took it over. It's out of control. But what's going on now, they saying they got 3 weeks to get it straight. Or you might as well say Rikers Island going to be a federal penitentiary till they close it down. Basically, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be in control by the feds. And that's going to have a different effect on people's cases, a lot of different things. So I'm going to say this too. This is something else I'm going to say. For the brothers that's locked down, or should I say, you know what I'm saying, the brothers that's locked down, you know, and I say for the brothers that's coming home and the brothers that made it through Rikers Island that's home, a lot of y'all need to start putting y'all documentaries together, start getting y'all bread. And I'm gonna say that because a lot of brothers did make it through Rikers, went through Rikers, but y'all came on YouTube with y'all stories, but a lot of y'all need to capitalize off y'all story for real because y'all was there. That is going to be a landmark in history once they make that a federal jail and they close it down. It's just going to be a history. It's going to be a history thing like Alcatraz and all of that. So a lot of y'all brothers need to know how to monitor. Y'all need to start monetizing y'all stories. Put out your own real documentary on your experiences at Rikers Island and things like that. Get you a bag. Stop playing. Because guess what? That's what everybody else is going to do. Once that come under federal watch and they shut it down or whatever, we know what they're supposed to get rid of it. It don't matter. Everybody's going to start cashing out off their story. The COs, the wardens, this my life on Rikers Island, this, that, and the third. So a lot of y'all brothers need to start putting y'all stuff together and start really, you know what I'm saying, putting these documentaries together. And because if you shed blood, sweat, and tears on Rikers Island, you are subject to get paid too. It's called telling your story so the world can know what actually you went through. Because we know once it becomes federal, it's a national landmark, meaning it's part of American history as a whole. But the point of the matter is, we already know once it's federal, it's going to be super lockdown, things going to change. And we know they plan on getting rid of it, but we don't know if this all could have been a game from the beginning. They could have let it get out of control so the feds could have taken over. We don't know that. But the point of the matter is, for the bros that have been through that struggle, you need to start, you know, focusing on telling your story the right way, getting paid. Documentaries, books, little movie. Who will make the first Rikers Island movie? The real movie. That break down the whole movie, how from intake on through that joint. How to walk, all that stuff. My point is this history now. It's a landmark of history. So anytime the federal government is coming to take over, that means it's a national problem. That's what's going on. And they also, the people from the town should already know they've been trying to make everything federal. Why you think, look, why y'all think the same crimes we seen people getting rounded up for years ago in the projects, little gang, you know, little roundups. We already know about the indictments. They've been coming out. But one thing, what's the difference? We know back in 2005 and 4 and 2003, 1, it wasn't all federal indictments. They were just regular city indictments. But now everything is federal because they've been doing this. This has been part of the plan. When they put that new federal building, the one they had El Chapo in, you know, the one R. Kelly in right now in Brooklyn, when they brought that building there, they already had a plan to make everything federal. They already knew people was gonna go on that swiping spree. Federal, bank scamming, federal. Because they know when you build a jail, the people gonna come. They study the algorithm of human life. You get caught up in sex trafficking, federal. But it used to be called pimping and hoeing. People from, I said it yesterday, but I'm going to depth for my people from the town. Y'all know about the pimping that going at Hunts Point, the pimping that going, you know what I'm saying, on Rockaway, the pimping that going on Pennsylvania Ave, East New York, Brooklyn, pimping 42nd Street, Back Street, 8th Ave, and all that. Now that's sex trafficking. Your ass going to the feds. So that's why everything been going federal. Or you in a gang, we're going to let y'all torment the hood for a certain amount of time, build an investigation, make it stick, federal crime. Before, we might have just locked up so-and-so because he shoot his gun. We're going to lock up that blood member. We're going to lock him up, and then we'll catch him, so-and-so. No, they're going to put all y'all together now. They're going to say y'all run together. You don't even run together. You know, y'all from the same project. He from the front side. You from the back. Don't even know this man. They're going to put y'all together now, federal. Man, they've been doing this. Y'all should already know the game. But I'm trying to tell you, they're going to make it like that all over the world. Everything going to be federal. And when everything is federal, what that do? It make everybody start telling faster. That's why it's a game they've been playing. So who's to say they ain't let Rikers Island get out of control so they can make it federal anyway? And also, once they make things federal, it's easy for them to ship your ass out of here. Ship your ass to somewhere else. Ship your ass to Kentucky. Ship your ass to goddamn Arkansas. Break them all up. They ain't going upstate together. They ain't all gonna be up there running the jails no more. Ship them all, scatter them all across the map. That's part of the game they playing. So the federal judge ruled that the city has 3 weeks to come up with a plan to reform Rikers Island, or the feds are gonna be taking over Rikers Island. That's what's going on. And that's that on that. And I just about, like I say, man, I touched on just about everything. You know, we had a discrepancy, but I want to thank y'all for holding on and staying tuned. And for those that didn't catch the beginning, I'm gonna do a recap. And this video, it will be time coded. I'm gonna time stamp it so that people on the replay, or when you come back, you'll be able to go exactly to the topics I was talking about, and you can skip over that part with the where we had the little dysfunction. Actually, all the videos are timestamped. Just some days I'll be busy, I can't timestamp them, but I always go back. Everything is always timestamped, so if you ever want to go back and listen to a particular part, it's timestamped. All right, but I'm gonna go back to the beginning. And I'm gonna do this recap real quick, and I'm gonna slide off because it's episode 160. I think I was too lit. I was doing too much, and I got zapped. I got booted off. I don't know what happened. Anyway, it always be like that when a nigga cooking. But check it out, right? Lil Wayne artist Mellow RACKZ. She was allegedly robbed and pistol whipped in Los Angeles after meeting a guy for a date. You see the key word? She was meeting a guy for a date. Slipping. And I'm pretty sure it's the dude that lined her ass up. Now, when she went to go meet that dude, she should have kept it low key. She should have just threw on she should have just threw on a simple jogging suit and just laid low key. But she went to go on a date with a particular dude. And it was her and her security. They got ambushed at gunpoint, and she got robbed for her jewelry. She got robbed for that bag. She had a designer bag, and she got robbed for everything that was in it. And she got pistol whipped. For those that don't know, Mellow RACKZ is a artist on Young Money. She is Lil Wayne artist. When he signed her, on top, they gave her 100,000 cash bonus. For everybody to see. That's another thing I told you. See, when you broadcast and all that, yeah, you might have did it in Florida, but when you come to LA, we know you got money. We know you got that money. So that's my point. but people want to keep broadcasting. ABG was popping. Everybody want to keep broadcasting, want to keep showing, want to prove to everybody what they got. Remember was a time when you ain't let nobody know what you had in your bank account? Remember that? Remember was a time when you ain't let nobody know about what you had in the stash? But somehow now it's cool to show everybody what you got. And half of the time, just because you're showing it don't mean you really got it like that. But that's the world we in. So when she showing all that jewelry, all of that gold and diamonds and cash, and she probably was in LA feeling herself shining, you know. Man, it's dudes that will take you out. It's dudes that don't care about no female. Los Angeles, LA is the home of the jackers and the gangbangers. She might pull up with the red hair, and the Crips use that for an excuse to jack her real quick. Man, that's just how it works. Oh, you affiliate with Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne, he claimed blood, right? Okay, well, we're going to use that as an excuse to line your ass up anyway. But she should have had more protection than just one security guard. When you getting real money, see, we know how much money you're getting according to your security. When you can't afford to pay for 3, 4, 5 bodyguards, your money ain't that long. You got paper, but you ain't got money like that. Because you ever heard, let me show y'all something. What you think the saying secure the bag is really all about? Security. It really originates from when the rappers and celebrity, when the rappers go to the show and they count up the show money and they get that big duffel and they walk out the back door. That money, that bag has to be secure with security, shooters. So we can get away and make it out and then go to another town and get some more money. So secure the bag means if you're getting money, you're supposed to have security guards around you to protect you at all times. The same way they do on a Brinks truck. When you see them load up the ATM, do they not secure the bag? Shooters on deck, shooters around, shooters in the vehicle, shooters all around. That is securing the bag. It's called security. A lot of people think it's just slang. No, when you're a rapper, celebrity, or if you get money on a certain level, a CEO, executive, president, you got to have people around you to protect the bag because you are the cash cow. You make the money. You take care of your family. You are the boss of the company. If you die, everything dies. That's what go back to Pop Smoke. So when he showed that picture and he showed the Addy, but he ain't had no real soldiers around him, had one little nigga around him, he ain't had no security. He wasn't secure. Nobody secured the bag. So the dinner thieves, the goons, they knock on the door, they take the bag. Because he's supposed to have shooters outside the front door. That's why I say I know how to move. One day I will have my own security company. Because you got to know how to move. You can't be bragging, flossing, and you ain't even protected. Security is first. Before you do anything, you got to have your look. As soon as you get your finances in order, you got to have your security in order. The game is over with. I can talk about this talk. Now I'm going to talk to my people that know about trapping. You already know once you get to trapping, the first thing you got to do is secure the door. The first thing you got to do before you get to that bag, you got to have weaponry. You got to have shooters. You got to have people that's going to hold down a spot. Because if that's the case, anybody going to come in and shut you down, take your money. It's about security. So when we see a female get robbed and jacked and pistol whipped, we know what? She ain't have security. So is her money really that long? She only had one security. And you got to remember, some security charge different fees. Some security is $100 an hour, $150 an hour, $200 an hour. So a lot of them don't want to pay. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to pay too many security at one time because it's going to cost them too much money. But you'll see the people that really got it like that, they're going to be secure at all times. And they got straight shooters around them. And we know the people with the big bag, what they do, they hire off-duty police. That's how it works. But the point of the matter is, you know, that woman didn't have nobody to protect her. It was an inside job. She got lined up and the saga continued. LA, they've been home invasion. They've been jacking, extorting, doing it all because that's what they always did. But now they trying to cut the water off for the streets. Man, anything goes right now. Y'all supposed to see that back. If we want to talk about Nipsey Hussle, we see how he got smoked. I know people say, you know, we say Nipsey rolling 60 Crip neighborhood. Where the neighborhood was at that day? Was he secure that day? Was the shooters on deck? Was the killers on deck? Was they surrounding that man? Whole complex militant outside the you know, was the homies in the back of the strip mall? Was the homies in the front of the strip mall? Was the homies across the street in unmarked cars watching the homie? Was the homies in the store with the guns, the back door? All of that. Did he have a little shooter walking around him while he was in and out the store? No, he didn't. He wasn't moving militant like that. That's why you see Nipsey Hussle get faded like that in the parking lot. Because you got to move a certain way. It's just what it is, man. It's just what it is. Because guess what? If you move in the right way, even if somebody try to set you up, it ain't gonna work. Or you'll see the plot before it explodes. You'll see it if you're moving right. And like anybody can be touched, but it's a difference when you can be touched and you can't be touched that easy. That's the difference. And we see with Nipsey Hussle, he got touched easy. May he rest in peace. Pop Smoke, he got touched easy. May he rest in peace. But we did hear about Pop Smoke trying to scrap and fight it out. But guess what? He shouldn't have had to do all of that. He should have had people in position to do that. That's why it's a sad situation. But every rapper that we seen get smoked within the past couple years, they did not have the security around them. They did not have nobody watching their back. They did not have nobody securing the bag. The bag is the individual walking with the check, with the cash card in their pocket. The bag is the individual that walks in and out the bank. That is the bag. So if the bag ain't protected, or that person is not protected, that bag is always subject to get taken or taken out. Because that's the time we in. See, that saying no justice, no peace, man, that don't apply to George Floyd no more. No justice, no peace. That go for everybody. You know why? Because people are getting done dirty. They ain't getting no justice. But they are getting justice. They getting street justice. And they ain't getting no peace. Meaning they ain't let nobody live in peace. Nobody's going to live. If the streets can't eat, no justice, no peace. Nobody going to live in peace. Meaning no justice is also the part of we going to get you and you ain't going to get no payback. Because we going to take your ass out of here. You ain't going to live to tell another day. That's how the streets moving right now. I told you the more it heat up, it's going to keep coming. Saga continue. Episode 160. Thank everybody for pulling up. I got zapped. I had to come back to the situation, but I'm still here. I'm going to have a good day. I want you to have a good day too. Salute to everybody, man. Everybody. Because guess what? We in a race to see who going to make it. Who going to make it through 2022? Can you say right now, you know for a fact you going to make it? That's the number one question. But you better make sure you make it through. That's all I'm going to tell you. You make sure you make it through. Because guess what? People have been taking life for granted, and you can't do that no more. Your life is not guaranteed no more. Not at all. Yesterday it was Mellow RAKZ. Tomorrow it could be you. Today it could be you. That's what time it is. Anyway, I touched on that. I also touched on the ex-cop Derek. Man, I hate his last name. CHAUVIN, whatever. He is asking the court to overturn his conviction in the George Floyd case. His attorney named William Mormon, he's asking the Minnesota Court of Appeals to either reverse the case, reverse the verdict, reverse whatever the sentence, or he's trying to order a new trial. And they also want to have a new trial in a new location. And they also want him to be resentenced. So they're fighting for about 3 different things. And they're probably going to get granted one of them. But the point is, they are saying that, you know, the cop Derek, you know, the cop that put his knee in George's neck, they trying to say that he didn't get a fair trial due to all of the rioting, protesting, Black Lives Matter, people going crazy in America. They basically trying to say the jurors were scared because the jurors felt like if they would have let him walk, their life would have been in jeopardy. So that's why his lawyer's saying, now let's get a new trial, a new location, new jurors, and let's go to court again. And in my opinion, they probably looking at it like, if that lady cop can get away with shooting that man, and she thought it was a taser, she shot that man and got 2 years, man, we need to take this back to court. If the police officers in Minnesota went in that young boy crib that was 22 and blazed him up under the covers, and they ain't getting no time, and that was on camera, man, we need to take this George Floyd thing back to court. Everybody calm down. Half the people that was all involved, they might be struggling. Some of them might be dead from C-19, ODing. Man, they ain't got no power to fight and march no more. Gas too high. They can't even pull up to Minnesota. Let's redo this thing. Now they trying to get that man. He might get 5 years when he come back. He already did two plus. He might get 5 years. Smack on the wrist. Boom, come home. Because they know the game. See, they took that man Derek. They fed him to the wolves. Some people feel like George Floyd was a sacrifice. So we got to sacrifice. We got to have somebody to feed to the wolves. Feed them to the wolves right now. Shut everybody up. Pacify them for a minute. And then later on, we're going to let them out the back door. It's called finesse. We done pacified them. We shut their stupid ass up. They ain't marching no more. They think they got justice. But guess what? We pushed all our agendas. Everybody's locked down. We got a lot of people to quit their job to get down with Black Lives Matter. So my point is now we can redo this thing and we might get him up out of here. Then you got to remember, he's a police officer. Where he get all his lawyer money from? Where he get his big lawyer money from to take stuff to trial and fight cases? Because he getting support. Y'all forgot about what? That blue code where the officers look out for each other. We don't know how much money he got to fight his case. So my point is, the individual, Derek Chauvin, that put his knee in George Floyd's neck, it's a high possibility he's going to be coming home. If not now, eventually he's going to come home. They're setting the stage right now. That's what I'm saying. They probably already still paying his legal fees. Man, you got to understand it's a hand in hand. I'm pretty sure, because we got to remember, let's think about it. Police officers make money, but they don't make that much money. All right, he already he paid the lawyers the first time, lost the case, money, now you got to get an appeal. That's going to take more money. So how does police officer got all this money to be fighting all these cases like that? He getting support, that's why. Hidden hands. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But we're going to see. We're going to see. Other than that, I also touched on, what else I touched on? I touched on the baby Walmart shooting. The one that was caught on surveillance in 2018. People was trying to bring that case back up. Like people say, double jeopardy. People want to bring it back up. Trying to get him convicted from an old crime that he already beat. It's on video footage. It was in Walmart. People pissed off. They're trying to paint. My point is this, like I said, if Lil Baby was in the wrong, Walmart would have been sued his ass. And his ass would have been locked up. But they said, according to the footage, it was two individuals following him. And they was plotting on him. If you never been down south, that's how they do in certain places. They like to follow your ass when you shopping, catch your ass back at that parking lot. You got to go back to that car. But sometimes they might follow you around and see how much money you spending. That's why it's called the dirty South. They move dirty. They move different. They rob old ladies. It don't matter. They're going to jack you in that Walmart parking lot if that's what they're going to do. So the baby know the game. That's why in North Carolina, NC, a lot of people that's legally able to carry, they carry. For those that never been to NC, people ride around with choppers in the back seat, front seat, all day, every day. Chopper in the back seat, two guns on the hip. That's how I go in North Carolina. You dig? So the baby know that, and even the gangsters, even the criminals, some of them be legally strapped. So down there it go down anywhere. So when you see the baby, he committed that shooting in the Walmart, and he said that he was being followed and them dudes were scheming on him. The part of the video, they say he was being aggressive, but you ain't see the whole video when they was following him. You dig? So people know how it go. That's why they want to get these laws passed in New York City so regular citizens can have guns. So when somebody following you down the block and they follow you in your building and they follow you to the train station, you can turn around and blaze their ass up because they've been following you. You under threat. The only difference is they know in New York it'll be a whole lot of gunplay every day. It'll be Wild West shootings every day on them blocks, and bullets will be going through people's windows, and it'll be all type of OK Corral shootouts if they legalize guns. But did they not say in America that's the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms? That's what they say, but it don't always work that way. So the baby, he not going to jail. That's over with. But people was trying to bring that up and trying to campaign like he need to go to jail for that shooting. Either way, it's still free promotion for the baby. But the point of the matter is, if he was guilty from the rip, Walmart would have sued his ass and got his ass locked up. Walmart would have made sure he got locked up. That's all you got to know. But other than that, man, I think I touched on just about everything. I'm not going to hold y'all too long. Thank y'all for tapping in for No Fame Live episode 160. I'm going to try to run through the chat a little bit. Like I said, I got zapped earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody said in the chat, man, they try to turn my TV off. You know what I'm saying? In the words of Hassan Campbell, I thought I was about to be under attack. I thought it was going to be shooters outside the window in black uniforms, all that. I ain't know what happened. Anyway, I'm back. Tap back in. Y'all stayed in tune. And I'm going to thank y'all for pulling up. Salute the Wax Dog, Miss Jackie, Lil Twerker, Danielle Walker, Miss Sassy. Who else up here? ASAP Auto, Juice. What's up? And salute to everybody in the bushes. May you have a good day. It's Wednesday. Some people call it hump day, but it's just the middle of the week. We getting through it. We getting through this thing called life. Y'all stay tuned. Other than that, man, y'all enjoy y'all day. I'm about to get out of here. One.